Can't get any words. Podcasts don't last, giving you the real talk, no holding back. Can't get any worse, we'll make you see. There's always a silver lining. We'll set you free, so join the movement. Let's change the game with the Can't Get Any Worse podcast.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Can't Get Any Worse podcast. How are we all today? I hope we're all well. We've got another guest episode for you guys today, and I do say this a lot, but trust me, I am fucking excited for this episode. We have the legend himself, Danny Mac, in the studio. How are you, bro?
Good, mate. Thanks for having me.
No worries at all. Thanks for coming. I was, I shot my shot the other day, and I was like, this guy's going to turn me down for sure. But you're like, fucking, let's do it. I'm like,
yeah,
yes.
Mate. You're a neighbour, mate. We've got to help our locals out.
That's it, brother. That's it. So, for the listeners, I suppose, you want to give a bit of a background. Who are you? What do you do?
Look, I'm the founder and president now of IBC, International Brawling Championship.
Beautiful.
Had our first show back at August 28th at the Outback Spectacular.
Yep.
Clearly a huge success.
100%.
Which seems to be exactly what I thought it was going to be, and the response has been phenomenal.
Yeah,
like
cool.
It's great.
Yeah, perfect. I'll get you to just pull that mic a little bit closer. Yeah, perfect. That's why these headphones are good.
Perfect.
No, but that's insane. So, after that first event, and listeners of the podcast will back me up here, I came on here and I frothed so fucking hard.
Yeah.
It was, for like a first event,
Yeah.
it was insane. Like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming there must have been stuff that went wrong or something, because from an outsider, it looked insane. The media was all good. The fights fucking were insane.
Yep.
Everything just seemed like a well-oiled machine. Is that?
No, look, definitely not.
Okay.
Look, the production level in terms of online, like camera feed that we were getting through to Triller and stuff like that, I'm not happy with.
Okay.
The cameras weren't washed. They weren't color balanced. There was a lot of sort of issues like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of timing a lot of timing and stuff was just not right. But look, you get that on the first one. The reality is this: we're a brand new combat sport. So we launched a new combat sport that no one had ever televised anything that fast. That it was just extreme.
100%.
So it was something new. So everybody there was really testing. So yeah, there was little bits. It was good enough that it wasn't bad enough for the general public and stuff to really pick up.
Yep.
So it was more the small percentage that understand the industry to go, fuck, that was fucked.
Yeah, gotcha.
That. But you're going to get it. Like,
100%.
I'm expecting this for the next 12 months.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to build a team here and of people that, one, haven't either done it at all, or they're mainly experienced in boxing, and realistically, it's a whole new sport, like I said. For
sure. So, are you, like, when you say that, are you a bit of a perfectionist? Like, you've been hard on yourself? Yeah. I'm the same way. So exactly what you just said, I can relate to so hard, because I do stand up, and I'll come off stage and I'll have fucked up the way a word goes or something, or missed a sentence, and I'll be so hard on myself, and everyone will be like, we didn't even fucking notice, idiot. And I'll be like, it doesn't matter, it's not the point.
Yes, but look, and mate, I understand where you're coming from, because for me, it's like, everyone's like, do you know what you just fucking did? I'm like, yeah, but it fucking wasn't and it's not concentrating on the negatives, because my wife calls me toxic positive. She goes, you're just toxic positive, because I'm half glass full in every situation, you know. And we can reveal now, I can reveal as of last night. So we've done something right, considering now we're just about to announce our Fox Sports KO main event.
True.
Is our national partner.
That is insane.
So there's the scoop for you, brother.
Appreciate that.
That's going live online tonight and be all in the papers tomorrow morning.
Yeah, okay, sweet. Well, this episode drops tomorrow, so it's all ties out.
Perfect timing for you.
Perfect.
So we can announce that. And on top of that, we've got 13 international media companies and broadcast companies that have bought the rights to our show. So
crazy.
We've got we've got the whole of Baltics. So we've got Serbia, Croatia, Russia. There's a deal from Kazakhstan, Vodafone in Fiji just bought it. USA, Europe will be on Amazon Prime.
Killing it already.
Hisense TV, Samsung TV, like you name it, it's going to be there.
That is nuts.
And the good part is, guys, that we're not trying to cash in on the pay-per-views. It's for the international region. It's all free to air. So
yeah. That's nuts.
We want the exposure. We want to really build this thing globally.
Definitely.
So that's why we're called International and not National Brawling Championship.
Yeah. That was one of my questions, is like, Obviously, first event, off its chops. Second event, I'm predicting the same. I'll be there showing my tits or something in the grandstand. Yeah, so where's the grand scheme? Like worldwide, international?
I've had a saying from the moment I built this, and it's $1 billion or bankrupt.
True.
That's there's just no in between.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is, if you've got, I think we've got the right concept.
Yep.
I think we've delivered it right, and we're appealing to the audience. So for me, when we started this, I'd done boxing promotions for 2 years.
Okay.
I was a part of a company called Icons Entertainment.
Okay.
And we done a show for Tavita Pangai Jr., Shay Keneally, and Paulo Acuzzo, Troy Pilcher. We done a few shows for those guys, right? And there was just always a big. I loved promoting. The first guy my old partner, who's the reason why I am here today, Fidel Tukul, his name is, and he owns a fight club down in Burleigh.
Okay, awesome. I got my ass kicked there on Sunday.
Yeah, there you go, right? Yeah. So he's my old partner, and he basically gave me my apprenticeship into promoting and the combat sports world.
Yeah, cool.
So we struggled to get these shows on, and we lost a lot of money, but I always had this idea and this concept of, I think unfortunately, especially inside Australia, I think boxing is on the decline. Mm-hmm. And I'm not experienced enough to know really why.
Yep.
But for me, I struggle to sit through and watch a whole card.
I'm exactly the same.
And I come from a spectator's perspective. It's not disrespecting the sport itself, because what they do, and I've co-managed fighters and been through a lot with fighters, and what they do is phenomenal.
Yep.
And it's very, very hard fucking work.
Oh, 100%.
Right, so, but for me, I was like, well, bare knuckles on the way up, but even for me, it's too brutal.
Yeah,
It'll never make a mainstream TV.
Yep.
I'll be very shocked if it ever does. I just don't think it happens.
Yep.
So I said, well, what's the answer? The answer is a PG version of bare knuckle.
Yeah, okay.
So it's the similar sort of rules, UFC gloves, meet you halfway and fucking swing, mate, you know?
It is so insane.
So that's why, and then we put little things into it. Like I remember sitting back and I watched the Jazzy Parr and Shannon O'Connell fight.
Okay.
And my spectator's opinion, I think Jazzy won that fight.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that the fighter that's more aggressive and comes forward and tries to bring the fight should go in favour, but they deemed that she was fighting on the back foot enough to make it happen. So was the first rule that I put in the IBC, is that you can't score points punching off the back foot.
I love that rule.
So I said, nah, fuck that, right? Then the next, probably one of my favourite fights of all time would have to be Sharnell Dargan and Ashley Sims.
Okay.
The number one.
Yeah, right.
It was one of the greatest scraps of all time. Like, it was just phenomenal. And these were the sort of steps that really inspired me to go, this is what we need. We need something like this. We need an environment where these fighters, a lot of them get punished in the boxing world.
Yeah.
These brawlers get punished.
Yeah.
Right? For, stand back, box, do this. Reality is, it's fucking boring.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you know, for the common punter.
Definitely.
Right? They want to watch people, same as UFC.
Yep.
UFC's a great sport. What Dana White has done is phenomenal. One of my biggest inspirations.
100%.
Right? So, but unfortunately, when they get on the ground, start cuddling, what do? You're fucking scrolling. You're looking for chocolate in the fridge. You're finding an excuse to do something else.
I know what you mean. These days, I've adapted to the grappling a little bit more, and I'm actually a fan of it. So, but I 100%, I understand from an outsider's point of view how boring it can be.
Yeah.
But and again, I was the same until I went and did a bit of jiu-jitsu, and then just realizing the struggle of some guy on top of me. I'm like, this is hell. I'd rather get punched in the face.
You can't take away the level of skill and what they can do.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And mate, they would tie me up like a pretzel and punch me head in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what are we trying to do here?
Definitely, yeah.
We're trying to build pay-per-views and we're trying to put bums on seats.
Yep.
So we've got to build a sport that's tailored to the crowd that aren't into pure martial arts.
And that's exactly what it's done.
And that's what we've done.
Yeah, you've nailed it. You've absolutely nailed it. It's got like that what's the word I'm looking for? Like that virality factor about it. It's just you have to tune in to see what the fuck's going on.
And that's it. And that was the whole concept. It was like, I'm getting a lot of questions like, who are you going to put on, you know? And we've got big names that have put their hand up and are interested. But for me, I wanted to change the direction of how people look at combat sports. So you look at boxers, right? Now, when I was matching fights, we were going, he only sells 50 tickets. Where's this guy? No, he sells 300. Let's try and match him.
Yeah.
Right? So what the rest of the sports are doing is that they're building these promotions for the people that are following the fighter. I'm building something that they're coming to watch the fights.
Definitely.
They don't give a shit who's in there.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So then that way, we're not putting so much pressure on these kids, because there's kids that have so much talent, they don't have a friend circle that are going to get 60 to 100 people to come down and watch them.
100%.
They come from a demographic where they can't afford it.
Yeah.
Right? So let's cut that aspect out, turn them into viral stars, so we get the audience internationally.
Yeah.
Right? And then that way we build the brand that way. I think there's a lot more brand equity in IBC by doing it that way.
Definitely.
Than fucking doing it like everyone else has and only get him on because he sells it, and then you got to protect him. We can't give him hard fights because we're going to lose that revenue.
Superstar, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
With us, if you're the champion because you're the fucking hardest one, that's the end of story. And I've got a thing where I match my fights, right? So I match them on a 50-50 ratio.
Okay.
You knock the fight, fuck off.
Yeah, okay.
And it's different if you've got a medical issue or something.
Yeah.
But if you knock back, say, I don't want to fight him, I don't want you.
Yeah, true. Done.
You're going to fight because you're there to fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I reward effort, not results.
Yep, okay.
So you might lose on my show 2 times.
Yep.
I'm not going to shelf you.
Yeah.
Because I know no matter what, you've had that whole crowd standing on the edge of their seat going, what the fuck?
Yeah. You've showed up. You've shown you got balls. Yeah.
You come forward and you've entertained.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want it to be the WWE of UFC.
That's a good way to put it.
The entertainment aspect. You want people to go there and have chills and feel the anxieties and just a whole different experience, you know?
Definitely. Is that... So I could only imagine that was like the feeling going through your body when the bell went for that first fight. Were you just like, it's all coming together right now? Or were you still standing back and like you're in your business mindset and you're just trying to fine tune throughout the night?
Mate, the night went so fast for me.
Yeah, I could
it's
imagine.
hard to even... I tell you, there's one thing I've said, and everything that's happened so far for me, it's like I knew what I was getting for my birthday a week early.
Yeah, okay.
You're still happy you got it, but you knew you were getting it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same thing for this. I'd put so much detail and thought into this that I knew that it was going to come off.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's a surreal, maybe it's a bit egotistical. I'm not trying to come across like that, but it was just, I just knew it.
Yeah.
I just knew it.
Again, it's obviously nowhere near the scale of what you're doing. I'm still a shitty open mic comedian. But same deal, when I first started comedy, people are like, it's not going to work, or why are you wasting your time going and doing these 5-minute spots? Yeah. And I don't know why. I could just like, and I hate saying it out loud because I'm not into all that woo-woo shit, but like my biggest dream is to sell out Suncorp doing stand-up. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know why. I can just visualize it. Like it's going to happen. And I just know.
That's the answer.
You just got to fucking stick to the road, and even if it doesn't happen, like that grind to get there, I'm having fun.
Mate, it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Maybe we'll do a joint show. Half IBC, half stand-up.
More than happy. I love to diversify, mate.
Yeah, perfect.
Honestly. Like it's no such thing as a bad idea.
That's it, mate. But, okay, so let's peel it right back. So you did a bit of boxing promotion.
Yep.
Anything before that? Like, were you always in the fight game?
No, never.
Never? Okay.
Never. Absolutely never. So I ended up in the fight game. We moved up here from Melbourne.
Okay.
Just after COVID, like everyone else from Victoria, you know. And we moved up here. I've got a wife and 4 kids.
Okay.
And I just wanted a different lifestyle for them. We come from the hustle and bustle of Melbourne.
Yep.
So we moved up here, and an old friend of mine said to me, he goes, Dan, the Gold Coast is a sunny place for shady people.
Yeah, okay.
And I figured out the hard way in the first couple of years, right? Yep. I had some things that we were getting involved with that really put me on struggle street, really bad. And we went from being quite comfortable.
Yep.
I was running out of faith in fucking people.
Yep.
Especially on the Gold Coast, certain circle friends, there's quite a lot of toxic environments up here.
Definitely.
And I thought, look, what best way to probably avoid that is go and join a fight gym.
Okay.
And that's why I ended up in Fight Club.
Yeah, okay.
I rocked up there and said, mate, I want to fight. He goes, Fizz goes, show up tomorrow, and I did, and we done I think I was in 24-week camp at this stage because, mate, I hadn't trained since under 14 footy, and I wasn't even fit then. So I was the fittest and best I'd ever felt.
Yeah, okay.
And so I said, we started talking a bit more, and by that time we were cornering Jared Wallace. He went and fought Nelson Salamona at the Battle of the Reef in Townsville. And as I've walked through, I still remember it clearly. I walked through the back entrance and we come into the arena, and I've just seen the lights and the glitz and the glamour. And for the first time, I've had a lot of businesses, right?
Yeah.
I am an absolute hustler and a go-getter, and I give everything a crack.
Cool.
This is the first time in my life I walked and I go, I want to be a fucking promoter.
Yeah, nice.
First time the light bulb went.
Really?
I said, this is for me.
It's crazy how it hits you like that.
Unreal, right? So then I started, so we started planning our own show.
Yeah.
So we planned our own show. Thank God the bloke pulled out week before, because I don't know what reality I thought I was going to promote and fight on the same fucking card. Thank God, right? So the guy was on my side.
Okay.
And then what did we do? The night was a success. We done, I think, my first show, and I think we had probably 600-700 people come through the door.
Yeah, right.
Which is good for a local show.
Definitely. So this was just straight boxing?
Straight boxing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Shay, Troy Pilcher headlined that night. Shay was the undercard with Sequita Hemingway, a lovely girl from New Zealand.
Okay.
And then we had a few amateurs and pro card. Then we done another one in Ipswich. That was fucking.
Won't talk about
I
it.
lost 100K that fucking.
Really?
Oh, mate, we hemorrhaged.
Jeez.
Hemorrhaged. So anyway, you live and learn.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So
how do you feel after something like that? Just still nothing stopping me? I'm just still glass half full sort of thing?
Look, at that stage, I was trying to pivot. At that stage, I was like, you can have all the dreams in the world, but if you're losing that sort of money, how do you go on?
Yep.
And then it come to a time, I think we done one or two more after that, Fitz and I, and then we just come to a decision and said, mate, this is just too hard. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to go do what I do. But I still had this itch to scratch in terms of I had this idea for so long. And Fitz is very much a boxing guy. Loves it, lives and breathes it, puts every ounce of effort into it. All the kids he really supports and helps out his gym. He lives and breathes it. Honestly, he does. And where I was just like, no, I know there's something there. And I remember sitting up in my bedroom with my wife, and I said, listen, we're finally into a position now where we can eat again. We're in a comfortable position, I said, but I've got this idea. I said, I think it fucking works. And she looked at me, she goes, we've been broke before. We've been broke 100 times.
That's what you need.
Go.
Yeah.
Have a crack, let's just do it.
That's so
I started designing, and this was in March.
Year?
This is March this
year.
Right?
And it all came together that
So we've
quick.
gone like this. We've gone from March to an idea, right?
That's insane, eh?
To fucking now a deal with Main Event, KO and Foxstar.
That must
along with all the
blow
other
your
international
mind.
networks. So it just goes to show, when you really do believe in something, because I had plenty of people go, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I could
It's
imagine.
not going to work.
Yeah.
How's it going to work? Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Was that more so boxing purists and things like that?
Look, it is because they're the only community that I know.
Okay.
So it could have been from other ones too. So I'm not going to just say, it was boxing.
Yeah.
But that's the only community I was a part of, right? So that's where I got the most response from. And then it started. Well, then we made one news article.
Okay.
Then they see the traction on it. Then they go to the show. I had one guy, I won't name him, but he sort of pulled out before the first show.
Okay.
And I won't accuse, but I suspect maybe it was just a bit of hum and ha on whether or not I was actually going to deliver on what I was saying.
Gotcha.
Or it was going to be. And then come the second show, it was, mate, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever it takes to get on there.
Okay.
Right? So, and I respect that too.
Yeah.
I know my pride goes, fuck you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to be like that. But at the same time too, we're in an industry where these kids have been promised the world and been given an atlas. Like, you know, like, so I've got to read between that and go, right, well, now you've seen what I can do.
Yeah.
I don't need to prove myself again.
Yeah.
So my word was my word.
Definitely.
Now you got to trust me and follow me.
Yeah, for sure.
And it has. And the same thing happened with Isaac.
Yeah.
Isaac was another one. He was not in the right headspace at the time too, because I had plans for him to be on IBCO 1.
Okay.
Right? And he was all for it. He goes, yep. And then he pulled out, I'd have to say about 7 weeks or so out, right? He goes, Dan, he rings me, he goes, Dan, I just don't have the vinegar for it. He's going through some things in his personal life.
Yep.
And I said, mate, I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know.
Yep.
Give me enough time.
So was anything announced at that stage?
No, nothing was announced.
Sweet. Okay.
So there was no hard feelings,
perfect.
You know? And then I rang and actually reached out to him probably 2 weeks out. I said, mate, I'd love you to just come and see this. Just come and see what I'm trying to do. And then just give me your opinion. Like, I just wanted his feedback, you know?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
And he's not one to bullshit, you know, as we know.
Yeah.
And he's there and he goes, fucking put me on number 2, you know?
So good.
So I said, mate, because I had my aspirations for him. He was the first person I had in mind. I picked him as my Chuck Liddell.
Really?
That's how I had him. I'm like, he is my Chuck Liddell. What he was like Dana and Chuck was for the UFC, right? I'm like, he's going to be the Chuck Liddell of IBC.
For sure.
And then fast forward, funny story is Chuck Liddell was the reason why Isaac got into MMA.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like a sort of uncanny how it sort of
Definitely.
worked out, you know?
Big full circle moment.
Yeah.
But, okay, so you start brainstorming in March. Yeah. How did that all come about? Like, did you just literally sit down?
Knew.
You
exactly
knew the whole...
Mate, I'd sat there, designed my ring.
Yeah.
I had it designed in 10 minutes. I sent it off to engineers. Boom, started process.
So I guess as well, so March that happened. When was that first idea when you walked out into that arena and saw all the glitz? How long before March was that? Or was that in March?
It was like, I'd had the idea of the concepts, like we were trying to get influencers involved, and it was probably sort of around December time.
Okay.
It was around January, I think.
Yep.
Where I was like, all right, do we go and start looking into doing some form of bare knuckle aspect? But that's what I said. I'm like, I said, because it's too brutal. I don't even like it. And for me, like, how can I sell something that I don't enjoy?
Yeah.
You know? But it was very, very fast paced.
Yeah,
like,
cool.
it was just like bang, bang, bang. It was like everything just come to me.
Yeah.
Everything just fell right into place.
So you sat down, you did the cage, you did all that. Where did the rule, because like you said, you basically invented a new sport, more or less.
So the rules basically were just adjustments for what I didn't like in current combat sports. Because you can't go too absurd, because otherwise you have issues sanctioning and stuff like that. You know, you've got a duty of care and stuff like that to really take into account. It was just more encouraging and controlling the fact of, you know, we don't reward runners. Okay. So we don't want you on the back foot. We don't want you running away from fights. Meet halfway and strongest chin wins. Yeah. You know, that's basically it.
Yeah. So did you have any bite back did you have any bite back from any sanctioning bodies or anything like that on any of the rules?
So at this stage, we are our own sanctioning body here in Queensland. Okay. So because obviously we've got our own sport now, so we are and I brought in all the experts from each combat sport. Yeah, cool. We've got boxing guys, we've got MMA guys, you know, just so we've got a broad idea of safety. Yep. I even went down and spent the day in Sydney with Jeff Fennick. Okay, cool. Went down there. I said, Jeff, what would you do to make this safer, and how would you do this? Because he was a little bit against the brawling concept. Yep. Because he'd done that big ride up against the Hood Boys and stuff like that down there. So me knowing that I was taking it on a mainstream level, I thought, well, who's better to ask than him, you know? And so I did, and he gave me the time of day. Like, he gave me a lot of his time, so we sat there all day, and that's where we've got like 2 doctors and 2 paramedics and 2 nurses, and that's awesome. You know, strict safety regime, and it's done very well. We haven't copped any backlash.
Any backlash yet? No. Yeah, which is, like I said, I didn't hear anything but positive from that first event, and even like I got a couple of mates that are obsessed. We're obsessed with the UFC and all that. And same deal, we're all on our phones going, are you fucking watching this shit? Like, we couldn't believe it. And like, I came on the podcast, I'm like, if this bloke, whoever's come up with this, if he can keep this going, it'll be the biggest sport in fucking Australia for sure.
Well,
Like,
look, I mean,
globally.
considering now, my goal was to become the fastest growing combat sport in the world. You know, I think Bare Knuckles said they did it in 7 years.
Okay.
I've declared it in 2.
Yeah.
And look, technically, we've already done it because we're the first sport to score global networks.
Yeah, okay.
After one show.
Yep.
But I don't think we're not. It's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to maintain it.
Definitely,
right.
yeah.
So I think we are very solidified within the next 12 to 24 months.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm so keen for IBC too. And you announced another fight yesterday that's coming on there. Didn't I say another post yesterday?
That's Corbin Mitter.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Corbin Mitter and Jag Warren.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
all the posters will start coming out this week.
Is that for the full card?
Yeah, full card.
Cool.
We've got what do we got in total? 14 fights.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So 14 fights in total. And like you think the last ones were bangers of that till these, man. Wow.
I'm so keen. And like back on the rule set, that concept where both fighters can point down to the diamond.
Yeah.
How do you think of that? Just
So
literally-
look, obviously the greatest moment for me in combat sports history was Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway.
insane.
Right?
Nuts.
There is nothing cooler than that.
Everyone
right?
talks about
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, we are with IBC, right? Technically, I'm happy to be known as the gimmick for now, right? Because I'm not trying to be this formal, authentic sport.
Yep.
Right? We're a people's sport. That's what we are.
Yeah,
like
cool.
We're a spectator's sport. And I thought, well, why don't we throw some little game show twists to them and stuff like that.
It is a bit like that, eh?
That's what it was, right? So it's a sport inside a sport. And so the diamond, I go, what we'll do is that from the second round onwards, both fighters, if they request to stand and bang, what'll happen is they both agree. Both fighters have to agree, so I'll be very fair with that. There's no one's punished if one says no or anything like that, right? So both agreed. Time pauses, light shoots over the diamond. Both fighters are brought into the centre.
Yep.
And they're instructed to brawl. Now, what will happen now, because the first show I stuffed it up a little bit, and said if one foot steps out, it'll break it, lose a point. So I've actually changed that now. Both feet have to be outside the diamond.
Yep.
And what happens is you got two choices. You either get pushed out of the diamond and you're deducted a point,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Or you get caught.
Yeah,
Someone
right.
goes to sleep and that will happen. But as soon as you step outside, lights turn on and round resumes.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
So I didn't want it to be like the UFC where they both decide to stand there and they do it, or they wait for 5-10 seconds of the round.
Yeah.
You know, but so that's why I did it that way, time pauses.
It's so good. And like, again, just on the whole rule set, it's just so simple and easy to follow. Like there's some promotions and stuff, and again, same as you, I'm not going to name any names or anything like that, but you try and keep up with them and they're like, if you do this, then this happens and this and that. And it's like, oh, and then we're going to like incorporate this with this. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching anymore. Whereas you turn IBC on and you're like, I'm about to watch two motherfuckers beat the fuck out of each other.
Guaranteed.
There's no other option than just walking towards your opponent and just swinging. And I'm like,
100.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's so good. But like you said, there is like an aspect where you do watch bare knuckle and something makes you feel a bit sick about it, or I don't know what it is, but it's a hard watch. And I'm a huge advocate for combat sports. It's pretty much the only sport I watch these days.
Yeah.
And even watching that, it's a bit like, God. But yeah, IBC is it's not I suppose it is a toned down version in a way, isn't it? But it's still fucking
I think
brutal.
it just cuts. Look, it's the same. It's essentially the same sport. I think we're just curving the brutality of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's a good
just
way to put it.
It's gruesome. Man.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know, I just think it's unnecessary.
So in terms of weight classes and all that, is it all similar to box?
It's all MMA.
MMA weight
Do
classes.
MMA
okay.
weight classes.
Yep.
And so the way I've structured it too, so I'll give you a pure example. Middleweight is 78 to 84. And if you fit within that region, you fight.
Yep. Okay.
I'm not doing this agreed weight at 80.
Okay,
I'm really trying to cut the excuses out of
Yeah,
it.
that's cool.
Right? So just no bullshit. Hardest man wins.
Yep.
78 to 84. That's your division. No, we're not sitting there doing an agreed weight of this because you want to, you can get down there a bit easier.
Yep.
And Not happening.
Yeah, that's similar to MMA, like heavyweight division. You can be anywhere from, what is it, like 250 to 220 or whatever
Correct,
it is.
yeah.
So you see some big like fat blokes going in against like someone like Cyril Gahn or something that's ripped as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But that's a good way to do it. You don't have to be on a specific
It's
weight.
throughout our whole weight range.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Was there a heavyweight fight? Obviously, I fit in the heavyweight division.
Yeah,
was there one?
Definitely, yeah. We had Gaz Phillip and
That's
O'Shea
right.
Jackson.
Yeah, okay, that was...
So that was a phenomenal fight.
Yeah.
And we had a couple earlier on too. Jeremiah Tamanu, who finished his, he was on the undercard. He's now fighting on the main card.
Okay, cool.
So he's taken a step up and he's fighting Jay Heppy.
Oh,
this
true.
round. So,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
so
that's on IBC too?
Yeah, that's on
Sweet.
IBC too.
Fuck yeah.
We'll release the card this week, but there's some great fights here.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be phenomenal.
I'm so keen.
I think one to watch is I definitely think the Odin Muscat and Ronnie Hull fight. Just two nut job white boys that just they just love to stand and bang. So it's going to be great. It's action packed, without a doubt.
Yeah, like I said, I'm keen as. But so do you have like a dream venue that you'd love to get to?
All of them.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
It's sort of one of those things. Yeah, all of them. It's not a matter of a particular venue. I haven't really thought of it, to be honest. You'd probably...
Do you like the small sort of arenas at the moment, or are you thinking grand scheme like stadiums and things like that?
Definitely stadiums.
Definitely stadiums?
Definitely stadiums.
Yeah, true.
I think...
God, that would be insane in a stadium.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Full like Coliseum type.
Spot on.
Oh,
spot on.
Making my goosebumps pop up.
Mate, got to make it happen.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. So, in terms of international, any plans? Obviously, you said there's a couple of different countries jumping on the TV rights.
Yep.
Any plans for now of where you're going next?
Absolutely. So the plan is for, and look, can change.
Yeah, definitely.
But the plan is for 3 local fights and 3 international fights next year.
Yep.
First one will be, we're looking at New Zealand.
Okay.
That'll be the first one. We'd like to do a concept of Aussies versus Kiwis.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Then the next one will be somewhere in England.
Okay.
Right. And the other one will be the States.
Okay, perfect. That, to me, just as an outsider, that seems like a perfect path. NZ, then England, then the States.
Look, you never know. It might get thrown in a mix. It might throw Dubai or an Abu Dhabi or something into the mix. You know, we know those boys love their
definitely
their fights.
Yeah.
But it's just going to come down to how we monitor the information and where we get back where our audience is.
Yeah. Okay.
And then that way we filter and we go, right, this is our best step forward, because everything has to be a calculation, of course. I'm just going to pop up and go, hey, haven't you heard of us? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not fucking delusional.
No, definitely.
So, but yeah, it's like I said to you, it's international brawling, not national brawling.
Yeah, that's awesome that you've got that grand picture already chiseled out in your head.
Well, the idea is, I think we really struggle here in Australia with getting behind a lot of sports. If we're not NRL or AFL, really we don't do much. We get behind them when we get like Socceroos or we do a World Cup and stuff like that. So that's my plan there, is to build something similar like that and just create a team where we can go over and punch holes in everyone else.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. But yeah, you're exactly right. Unless you play NRL or AFL, you're an absolute nobody. Like my mum could walk down the street and see Volkanovski or something and she'd be like, who the fuck's that guy? Whereas I would be like on my hands and knees bowing down to the bloke.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
But it is, I do like the concept as well where you're not really looking to build a superstar. And if it does happen, I guess, along the way, then so be it. But I like the idea of you're just giving whoever's keen to come and bang. Like,
look, the reality, but the idea behind that is when you build a superstar, then only one person gets superstar money.
Yep.
If you build a brand and your brand equity is big enough, everybody eats well and everyone gets paid.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So that's why if we build the brand and everyone's happy tuning in and we're not concentrating on one sole person, then everybody can share the revenue.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Although you build one star, oh, mate, I'm not walking out unless I got $1 million.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So then, and all right, it makes sense. But how do you manage it
Yeah.
for everyone else.
Exactly.
So
How do
you
you
end up
make the
doing the
sport
same thing.
grow?
All these young guys, you're on, you're still on $5,000. You're still on 10 grand. Like,
Yeah.
mate, the idea, I think, I feel sorry for the athletes in combat sports.
Yep.
Right? And I really do. Because the effort that they put into it and in terms of the revenue that they receive, it's not fair.
It is nuts. It is like
ridiculous.
You see some fighters get like a 50K bonus or something, and then you look at all the costs that they've had pre-fight, and you're like,
fucking just covers them.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
you've almost got to get that 50K bonus to make it worth it.
survive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous, right? And it shouldn't be like that.
No, 100%.
It shouldn't be like that. So, and look, it's easy for me to sit there and go, it should be like that. I haven't got that aspect of where these other promotions are, and I understand. I think promoting is one of the most unrecognised things in the world. It is so hard.
Yeah, I could
need
only
everyone to
imagine.
understand it is so fucking hard.
No.
And everyone's quick to throw you under the bus. And I know all these other promotions and promoters get a lot of slack thrown at them too. And believe me, mate, I reckon in a couple of years there's going to be blokes throwing shade my way too. It's inevitable.
Yeah, 100%.
Can't fucking please everyone.
Yeah. And you've always got those people, if they see you doing better than them, they're just going to, they don't want to improve their product. They just want to drag you back
Exactly
down.
right.
It's like there's nothing stopping you from going and like doing exactly what you've done. Yeah,
Exactly. Right.
So
look, the plan is for it to be as rewarding for me and as rewarding for the fighters as much as it is me.
yeah, okay, that's awesome. You're ticking all the boxes, mate. I was hoping I could find a hole somewhere, but fucking no, you nail it. So you mentioned Isaac Hardman. He was sort of what you wanted to build.
Yeah.
He was in your head when you were building the sport.
Yeah.
Do you have any sort of ideal fighters you'd eventually love to get on a card?
Look, I think everyone does, but your Bam Bam.
Yeah, okay, sweet. I met him last week. He's a fucking
He's
legend.
an absolute gentleman of a guy.
100%. I was
Funniest bloke ever. Like, he's come and done some sparring. We've had some good conversations at my house, and
cool.
He's jumped in with the boys, and we've got some few mutual friends. And what a lovely
nice
individual,
bloke.
mate. Lovely individual. So look, I'd love the opportunity that if and when he finishes up at UFC, if it's something that he's keen on doing, mate, and the doors are always open.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But like I said, I'm not here to sort of jump off the back end of someone else's success and clout. Like I'm more concentrating on what stars I can create.
Yeah,
that's
a cool way to.
That's
cool way
more
to look at it.
more to it. Like I appreciate what they've done. If it's something I want to do, it's an open conversation.
Yeah,
like it genuinely is.
Yeah, for sure.
But I more want the fighters that are coming to me that want to be there.
Yeah,
I don't want to have to go and say, "Hey, man, I'd love you on."
Yeah, okay.
Like, you want to because there's 40 kids that are begging for the opportunity.
Yeah,
and I've always been the bloke to back the underdog.
Yeah,
so I was an underdog myself.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's always easier to go to the bloke that's already did it.
Yeah,
and try and convince them. So for me, we're in the trenches already.
Yeah,
I'm not looking for an easy hand up. I'd rather build the team that we can lift each other out.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's sort of the mentality of it.
Sweet. So, what IBC is obviously coming up in 3 weeks or something, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 weeks Friday.
Yeah, that's come up quick. What is there anything drastically different from the first show that we can expect? Or
no, we've sort of I mean, the fights. I think the fights are going to be a lot more intense.
Okay.
I think now, especially the fact that we've proven ourselves and proven our method, the fighters are fighting for a lot more now.
Yeah,
they want to stay.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, they're getting paid well.
Yep.
They know that we're going to be very active. We're doing 6 shows a year.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's a show every 8 weeks.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I think that they're going to be. I think there's a lot more at stake here for them now.
Yeah.
I think that you're going to see that in the fights themselves.
Yeah. Okay. I'm keen. I was so keen. And in terms of like production and things like that, you were happy with all that sort of. You mentioned camera lenses and things like that.
That's all changed now. So we've changed it up.
Okay.
And we've got a lot more clearer idea of how this needs to be produced now.
Okay.
So that's changed a lot, and I've gotten some great advisors on and stuff like that now that are going to help in that aspect. Awesome. So no, I think everything will run perfect, and it's going to look night and day difference compared to the last one. So for whoever was impressed with that,
Yep.
wait
Wait until you
until you
see
see
this
this one.
Yeah. But I guarantee I'll get you on that couch the next day and you go, this went wrong, this went
Oh,
wrong.
I guarantee it too. Don't wait for the couch. Come find me. I'm thinking,
You'll be in the fucking dressing room, head in hands.
it's just, for me, I appreciate what everyone's done and I appreciate what I've built.
Mm-hmm.
But you've always just got to be there looking for the next thing.
100%. Yeah.
You just have to.
Definitely.
And that's not being ungrateful.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful. Pinch myself.
Yeah.
Never would have thought that I'd be in this position right now 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months after sitting there, just have an idea.
That's nuts. That is a
huge.
nuts time frame.
In one of the most competitive genres in the world.
Yeah.
Like the combat sports league, how many guys are out there slugging out trying to build a promotion?
Yeah,
Trying
definitely.
to do things,
Yeah.
To turn this around like this, like...
It's nuts. It is nuts when if you were to stand back and just look at grand picture and go, that is an insane concept to not only get done, but in that time frame.
Yeah.
It seems impossible.
Yeah. Half of you sitting there, this bloke's full of shit.
Yeah. He's been penciling this in his back pocket for the last 10 years. No, but so that was a question I had before as well. Just popped back to me. So you've mentioned you've got another show in Australia before you venture international.
March 7th.
March 7th.
March 7th, the Carrara Stadium.
Mate, I don't know, at Carrara Stadium,
Yeah.
holy
So not the Gold Coast Suns part. They've got the
yeah.
I don't know, the Leisure Centre.
Yeah,
what
cool.
is there? The new building there. It's a big 6,000 or 7,000 seater stadium.
Yeah, cool.
In there. So that's the first show back next year.
Fuck yeah.
And then hopefully we're New Zealand April. Then we're looking for either a Melbourne or a Sydney show, that one after that.
Yep.
And then we're off.
Yeah, cool. You must have my calendar synced or something. There's something about you picking your fight dates around like shit in my life. So
Yeah, right.
IBC 2 is the day after my wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, babe, I kind of got to go to this.
100.
And then March 7th, that's like 3 days before my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. It's meant to be.
Meant to
It's
be,
meant to
bro.
be. This is my sport.
Meant to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure is.
But no, what I was going to say on that is you mentioned that you're the sanctioning body in Queensland.
Correct.
Is it harder in other states?
Absolutely.
Like what? Yeah, okay.
So we've got to go through a review process for the
Okay.
Combat Sports Authority.
Yep.
And to my surprise and appreciation, when we had some videos shown of what we did to them, their response was, mate, it's basically UFC with no kicking and
Yeah.
knees and elbows and that sort of stuff. That's it. So why wouldn't we consider it? And
Okay,
that
cool.
was exactly what I wanted to hear.
Awesome.
So that obviously now we'll start that process and get those things in works.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Well, obviously another thing that sort of helps with the whole thing would be sponsorships and things like that.
Yeah.
Have you found it hard to get sponsors on?
Look, absolutely. I think we're definitely finding it easier now because, everybody wants to be a part of the latest and greatest.
100%. Yeah,
And then just having Foxtel and stuff solidifies us even more.
definitely.
So the good part is, though, is that I've never been one. I'm not a salesman, right? So I struggle to go and ask people for money. So if they usually come to me and say, Dan, we want to get involved, my first question is generally, what do you guys need from us?
Okay.
What is it you guys are looking for? Is it just exposure? Would you like this? I would rather tailor something than just go, yeah, mate, will you give me a corner post and this here for 10 grand and we got good Instagram? Like, yeah, we do. We have great views.
Yeah.
Like, we done 2 million views on Fight Night.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's phenomenal.
It was nuts. It was
and that
everywhere
was
I
like
looked.
3,000 followers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we've done 5,000 genuine followers
Yep.
since the first show. We're at 8,124, I think, something today.
Yeah, cool.
Right? So that's with no ad spend.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that I'm trying to build this the exact same way. I haven't spent $1 on ads or anything like that. And I might not have the biggest following in the world, but at least I know every one of those followers has followed me because they've wanted to follow me, you know what I mean?
100%.
So yeah, I'm exactly the same in that way. So
Yeah.
But the sanctioning thing, and then I had another question. I forget what it was, but so you said the fighters come to you. So you don't sit down and go, oh.
No, look, absolutely.
You do a bit of that.
There's young talents that I'll see and look at and go, mate, is it something you're interested in? For sure. Like, there's been moments I've been at gyms and I said, mate, I guess look at this kid. I like him. Like, put an offer in. Ask him, just let him know.
Yeah.
But we've got an application system on our Instagram page.
Okay.
You can go through. It's a jot form.
Yep.
You just fill out all your information. It gets shot in. Then we add you onto our database.
Yep. Okay.
And
do you have to have a professional record?
absolutely not.
Okay, so this could be your first fight.
Yeah.
Wow.
See,
okay.
the best part is, and this is why it's so good, right? Now, we've got all this problem with the youth crime and everything going on. So now we've taken, I think, 6 kids now from the street. They were tough street fighters.
Yeah.
Right? Because in IBC, you don't need to be a trained boxer or a kickboxer or Muay Thai. You don't need to be a trained for years.
Just need to have the heart to get in there.
Brass nuts and fucking know how to swing, you know what I mean? So this is where we change the narrative of getting these kids off the street. The days are gone where you can put a kid in the PCYC gym and get in boxing, and because the reality is that they're going to go train boxing. It's a 12-month process.
Yeah.
Really, before they go in and get themselves into a fight. You can do a corporate show and stuff like that. But kids now want fame and fortune tomorrow.
Yeah.
They don't want to wait 12 months, right? We're in a TikTok society.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, for sure.
So these guys have got the opportunity to be fighting on television, nationally and internationally, within a 10-week period.
Yeah.
Do a right training session. We get to make sure we evaluate them, and obviously they're sound mind and they're able to do it. But the light at the end of the tunnel is so much shorter.
Yeah.
Right?
That is pretty nuts when you put it that way, hey?
Yeah.
Like, you could apply for this, have an awesome fucking fight.
Change your life.
Exactly.
Change your life.
Definitely. That's nuts. Mate, I don't know if I could fall in love with this sport anymore. It is nuts. So I guess to finish off the episode, what do you enjoy outside of fighting or anything like that? Do you?
My family.
Yeah.
Good
answer.
I'm not much of a. I chase success.
Yep.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
That's where I really am.
Yeah. Cool.
I love good food.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go out.
What are you into?
Mate, my favourite restaurant have to be Etsu on the Gold Coast.
Okay.
It's up there.
Shout out to them.
Juju. Yeah, shout out to Trent from Juju. They do a great steak down there, guys.
There you go.
But I love that sort of downtime.
Yeah.
My wife will put the kids to bed, and my nephew lives with us too. So
yeah, okay, cool.
He watches the kids while we go for a bite to eat. Other than that, mate, it's just I'm hell-bent on the success of creating a lifestyle that I didn't get.
Yeah, true. That's awesome. Setting up your family with all this shit, and mate, you couldn't ask for much more, could you?
Nah,
but okay, so was there anything we haven't touched on?
No, I think I
think we've done all right.
At this stage,
and I haven't even really referred to my laptop.
Mate, it's good. I think I like the nice casual flow of it.
Yeah.
It's been a great first podcast, mate. I appreciate the you taking it easy on me first time.
That's all good, mate. Like I told you at the start, it's the most casual podcast you'll ever fucking do.
Yeah, mate,
so
I love it.
There's casual listeners of the show will be pleasantly surprised there's been a whole lot less dick talk than usual. So you guys are welcome. But I do look. Let's finish with this, and I've sprung this on you. I give the guests a little task, and the name of the podcast is "Can't Get Any Worse Podcast." Yeah. Is there a moment that stands out? It could be a fight. It could be business-wise, could be life-wise or anything. Is there anything in your life where you were just like, fuck, shit can't get any worse?
I think there's an aspect of that nearly every day.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think it's a matter of who you are as a person is... I mean, the biggest thing I'd say is just keep pushing.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you never know what's going to be on the other side of it. And I've always lived by your greatest achievements always come after your hardest battles.
Definitely.
So just push it for one more day.
Yeah.
Just keep trying.
No, I fucking love that. And that's a big reason why I ended up calling the podcast that is like, there was just like, and even like you said, every day something seems to go wrong. And it's just like, fuck, you just stand there, you go, can't get any worse, but it can get worse. There's a million people out there that have got it worse than whatever I got going on at the moment. So, you just got to fucking push through and keep going.
Go for a walk down Surfers and see the kids sleeping on the street.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or going to school with one shoe and no food in their lunchbox. We've got it easy, mate. You've got a hard life.
That's it. Nah, but I appreciate your time, mate. I think that's probably a good place to wrap it up.
Thank you.
No worries at all. If you ever need a open mic comedian to come and jump on,
I'll think about it for sure.
No, appreciate it, mate. Thank you for your time. Everyone jump on, give him a follow. You want to plug, when's the next show? The 28th?
November 28th at Nissan Arena in Brisbane.
That's right.
Come down, say hello, and any ticket purchase online, you get a $50 G-Up voucher for the next Black Friday launch.
Brilliant. There we go, guys. Jump on board, get the tickets. I'm going to be there, so come say g'day to me. And, yeah, I appreciate all you guys listening. I appreciate you coming.
Thanks, mate.
And I will see you later.
Thanks, guys.
Can't get any worse, we'll make you see. It's always